Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to address two topics today: workforce development and President Biden's historic remarks in Vilnius, Lithuania yesterday. First, the labor shortage across our country. Job openings remain near record highs. I hear repeatedly from business owners in my district of unprecedented hiring challenges, a sentiment further backed by recent data. The latest numbers from the Bureau of Labor Statistics indicate there are 1.5 job openings for every person looking for one in Ohio, and the same is true nationally. Due to legislation largely Democrats in Congress have passed, robust job creation is a fantastic achievement. But if our country wants to achieve steady growth in our economy, pay down our debt, and curb inflation for every hard-working American, we must do more to address worker shortages. Let's focus on key sectors: manufacturing, healthcare, hospitality, business services, the tech industry, culinary arts, and other sectors that are experiencing significant hiring challenges. Local communities must focus on additional education and training, especially for the hardest hit sectors that are recovering from the pandemic. During the pandemic, many experienced workers over the age of 55 retired early, causing large employment gaps. Less experienced workers simply do not have the necessary skills to fill these open positions. There are jobs that pay a living wage, carry benefits, and can help families and communities prosper, but the skills gap hits hardest younger workers and mid-career workers looking for new jobs. Local community job training programs must bolster skills advancement, focusing on these newer entrants, forging more partnerships between industry and local community high schools, colleges, universities, and labor unions. Accelerating workforce training locally, our nation can increase the availability of specialized skills for workers so people can advance in the marketplace. A better life awaits them and their families, assures the health of our economy, and increases America's global competitiveness. Democrats passed the American Rescue Act without any Republican votes or support. But as a result, the Federal Economic Development Administration's Good Jobs Challenge program helps to fund workforce development training across our country. The Ohio Manufacturing Association and Northwest Ohio Manufacturing Alliance both have received funding through the American Rescue Plan to expand manufacturing workforce training throughout Ohio. Manufacturing has always been a central spine and backbone of Ohio's middle class, and in addition, I've introduced the Office of Management and Industrial Innovation and Policy Act to improve workforce development and job creation in the manufacturing sector. Please let me thank my bipartisan colleagues for recognizing the need for investment in manufacturing workforce development. Our bill focuses on lifting up America's workers while strengthening our economy by forging public-private partnerships critical to meeting demands for a capably trained workforce. Quickly, the second issue, Mr. Speaker, I wish to briefly address is President Biden's historic speech in Vilnius, Lithuania yesterday, standing with leaders of our fellow democratic nations bonded in mutual self-defense. He clearly celebrated the expansion of NATO as Finland and Sweden joined the long-standing, hard-fought alliance among 30 free nations. We now stand as part of a NATO alliance that is 32 members strong, comprising 15% of our globe's population that live in freedom. Delivering his address inside a nation that heroically threw off the yoke of Russian oppression at tremendous cost. The moving ceremony represents a pivotal moment in liberty's advance in world history. We witnessed freedom-loving nations again pledge their consequential shared commitment to mutual self-defense and support for our ally, Ukraine. While Democrats are working hard domestically, rebuilding the economy, lowering inflation, and solving problems at home, President Biden's leadership ensures that our defense alliances abroad are strengthened. Let us work together to deliver real results for the American people here at home and strengthen liberty's alliances globally. Thank you, and I yield back.